please read books. Okay, in the sense, I'm not saying that you have to read your the very difficult non-fiction books. Even fiction is okay. Harry Potter is okay. Read Harry Potter. I'm not saying read Harry Potter to be an IAS officer. That's not my point. My point is you should have language. You should. It will be an advantage for you if you have a good language, and if you have. I'm not saying if you don't have good language, you are at a disadvantage. But if you have good language, you are at an advantage. That's my point. Even without having an extra flowery language, you can get a good rank and good marks. But if you have a flowery language, your life will be little easy. So for that, please read books. If you're in school, read books. That's a dying hobby, dying habit I see among our generation. You can read storybooks, or you can read fiction. I mean, non-fiction books. Like if you're like a little bit elder, you can read books like *Sapiens* by Yuval Noah Harari. These are non-fiction books. The good thing about non-fiction book is that when you write the essay, or when you are writing answers for your mains, if you're a person who reads a non-fiction, you will know how to present your arguments in a not boring fashion. Okay, so because in basically non-fiction books, people are presenting their viewpoint, and they made it interesting. So that is first thing. Please read. Secondly, read the newspaper. That is very important. You have to be a person who knows what is going around you, and that is not beyond cricket and beyond what is the film star's new pet name. You should have some kind of understanding about the current affairs. Just know, at least watch the news. If you're really in school, if you don't have like time for this, at least make sure that you're watching the daily news. That is another skill. And for preliminary exam, you should know how to solve the MCQs. So if you're just before giving the exam, learn how to solve them. There's some tips and tricks for that. Learn that. That's it. And for interview, it's okay if you don't have to speak very fashionable English or anything, but you should have basic fluency in communication, and be confident and be positive. Generally, be a positive person, and make sure that you have some kind of knowledge about your surroundings. That's it. Those are the skills. And develop a hobby. That's very important, because for the interview they will quiz on the hobby. So, coaching is, I would suggest coaching, simply because competition is very high, and coaching classes makes it easy for us, a lot of things. But you can completely do this without coaching also. You can clear this with your self preparation, but it is more difficult because you have to be systematic. You have to sit and study, make a timetable and study. And if you have any doubts in a subject, there is no faculty that you can approach. If you're studying in the entire thing by yourself, and you don't have when you join coaching, now it is COVID, so it is online. But in a normal circumstance, there will be other students with you, so you can form study groups, etc. It's not only the coaching class; you will also get a lot of UPSC friends, and that will help. So the right time to start coaching would be, I would suggest it is after your college. There are many people who go and join coaching during their college days. I personally won't recommend that, simply because I feel that people should enjoy their college days. College days are not going to come back. So this is the kind of my advice would be a little bit unconventional, but it's up to you. Take it with a pinch of salt. I went and joined a coaching in my final year, just fourth year. I had 5 years. It was MA program. But in my fourth year, and I went and joined coaching, and it was very hectic with my college. And I, after about 2-3 classes, I stopped going. I told my dad, I told my father that I don't want to do this because it's just too much. And he said, okay, you take a year after your college and go. So you can do it if you're a person very motivated, and you can join the weekend classes Saturday, Sunday in your final year. Or you can simply wait for your college to get over and join the UPSC exam. UPSC, any of the coaching after that. Because make sure that your college mark does not come down because of this. Because in the UPSC there is a lot of uncertainty. Hopefully you will clear, but in the case if you don't clear, you need a good college. Like you need a good performance in college. It was very important. So that is my advice.